What's going on, folks? We are live in New Jersey, where the march is still continuing on throughout the whole country over the death of George Floyd, who died under police custody or while in police custody. And currently this is live in New Jersey. We got a whole bunch of people marching down the street, and we got them yelling over there, yelling "F the police," "Justice for George," "Black Lives Matter," the usual thing. This protest has been going on since the day after he passed away, and this is not stopping anytime soon. So let's see what's going on.
At least on camera, like, yo. Just say it.
Okay, well, this guy seems very tired. He doesn't seem to be following them no more. So let's get to New York real quick. We got a whole crowd right over there, and they are blocked by the fence, and police are, I guess I'm pretty sure they're protecting a building right now because they seem to be threatening. Well, they don't seem to be threatened. Well, they seem to be wanting to protest, because there was reports there was like some rioters around there, but you know, they're trying to prevent any more buildings being destroyed. And we got a lot of angry people yelling right now, as you can see with the girl right there. They are not happy. Let's get back. Well, that's new. As y'all can tell, they aren't happy whatsoever. They tell them to quit their jobs and all that, man. Ah, damn, bro. They ain't happy. Let's get to Mississippi real quick. We got somebody giving out a speech right now.
She worked as an EMT in Kentucky. March 13th, 2020 was the day she took her last breath due to 8 bullet wounds fired by corrupt police officers.
Ella estaba durmiendo en su casa cuando 3 policías entraron con fuerza sin aviso. Su novio, Kenneth Walker, que tenía licencia de arma de fuego, pensó que alguien estaba entrando a la casa a fuerza. Cuando la policía entró, Walker disparó y le dio a un policía en la pierna. The responder, la policía, le disparó más de 20 veces, completamente despreciando la vida humana. Brianna se encontró muerta en la cena. She was asleep in her home when 3 officers fully entered on a no-knock warrant. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, a licensed gun owner, thought that their house was being broken into. Once the police entered, Walker shot one of the firemen officers in the leg. In response, these officers fired over 20 rounds with a total disregard of human life. Brianna was found dead at the scene.
Breonna Taylor era una hija, una pareja, una compañera, una amiga, una prima. Ella era familia. Breonna hasta tenía conexiones a Grand Rapids, nuestra comunidad. Ella nació en esta ciudad. Cuando yo averigüé que ella tenía una conexión tan cerca de donde yo me crié, lo hizo claro que esta depreciación de vida humana le podía pasar a cualquiera de mis amigos negros, los cuales yo amo, los podía perder. Breonna Taylor was a daughter, a partner, a co-worker, a friend, a cousin. She was family. Breonna even had connections to Grand Rapids, our community. She was born in this city. When I found out she had such close connections to where I grew up, it made it clear that this disregard for human life could have happened to any of the black people I love or look up to in my life. I could have lost them.
Los oficiales que mataron a Breonna todavía son libres. Por eso tenemos que tomar acción inmediata. Necesitamos que este país tome acción en contra del dolor y el sufrimiento que se le ha dado a la comunidad negra. Necesitamos decir su nombre y también necesitamos reconocer que no son solo los hombres negros, también son las mujeres y los niños negros que mueren a causa de policía. Estamos aquí para honrar las vidas inocentes que hemos perdido y batallar en contra del racismo sistémico y la ilegal fuerza mortal usada en contra de la comunidad negra. These officials who have killed Breonna are still walking free. This is why we need to make immediate action. We need this country to take action against this pain and suffering inflicted on the black community. We need to say her name. And we also need to acknowledge that not only black men, but black women and black children die at the hands of officials. We are here to honor these innocent lives lost and to fight back against systemic racism and unlawful lethal force against black people.
Justicia para Breonna Taylor! Justice for 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 Breonna Taylor!
Justice for Breonna Taylor!
Very emotional, man. Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor, man. This is insane. It's heartwarming knowing that this crowd of people are there for them, for this protest, because you know this has been going on for a long time. But now let's get to Canada real quick with Dope Boy. He's with other protesters right now, and they are giving their moment of silence.
Hell yeah, bro.
I didn't want to come back, but I have to come back. Why don't I have my drum set? Oh.
What's wrong with that bike? Keeps revving up, Andy. He's gone. Where'd everybody go? Canada seems like content country.
Well, that was really quick. They pretty much just sprayed, but you know, everything that you do matters for this protest because we need to bring more awareness to this. Let's get to New York real quick. They seem to be doing the exact same thing. They're not really doing much, so let's get to Minnesota back to Minnesota real quick.
Tiara Thomas.
Michael Noel,
Jamar Clark.
Richard Perkins,
Patterson Brown.
Nathaniel Pickett,
Lamontez Jones.
Christopher Kimball,
Michael Lee Marshall.
Alonzo Smith,
Anthony Ashford.
Dominic Hutchinson,
Junior Prosper.
Keith McLeod,
Wayne Wheeler.
Levante Biggs,
Hans Manley.
Christian Taylor,
Troy Robinson.
Brian Day,
Albert Davis.
Sandra Bland,
Salvador Elswood.
George Mann,
Leslie Sapp.
Brian Pickett,
Frank Smart.
Matthew Ajibade,
Alvin Haynes.
Artago Damon Howard,
Tiano Metten.
Andre Lerone Murphy Sr.,
Eric Gardner had just broken up a fight.
Ezel Ford was walking in his neighborhood.
Michelle Casal was changing the lock on her home's door.
Tanisha Anderson was having a bad mental health episode.
Tamir Rice was playing in a park.
Natasha McKenna was having a schizophrenic episode.
Walter Scott was going to an auto parts store.
Betty Jones answered the door to let Chicago police officers in to help her upstairs neighbor.
Philando Castillo was driving home from dinner.
Botham Jean was eating ice cream in his living room in Dallas.
Tatiana Jefferson was babysitting her nephew.
Eric Reason was pulling into a parking lot at a local chicken and fish soup.
Dominique Clayton was sleeping in her bed.
Breonna Taylor was also asleep in her bed.
George Floyd was at the grocery store.
These last few weeks have been filled with horrific news, incidents of the police killing and assaulting innocent black men and women, and we all know about this by now.
At this point, these tragedies feel so familiar. So familiar, in fact, that their details have begun to echo each other. It's not even a surprise that we're seeing this in the media. We've had enough. We are tired.
We are at the point where we have to plead for our lives. We have to beg to see another day.
As of right now, we are gaining more momentum, more awareness for this cause. However, the fight has just begun. If we do not continue this progress, who knows? Will we be next?
Very, very touching, man. There's some serious stuff right there. That last part got me when they say, "You will be next." Like that's reality right there. I mean, anything can happen to anybody, anytime, man. We all gotta stay safe. But let's get to New Jersey real quick. All right, we got another crowd there gathering around for this.
Criminal justice system. We pray now that you would continually have your way in each one of our hearts. We thank you that you created the human race and that we would learn to love one another as you loved us. And so, God, we invite you into this moment. We ask that you would have your way. And we pray for safety. And we pray that you continue to allow for us to make a change in our world. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
Sorry about that.
No, that's good.
Thank you.
See, oh.
The Asbury Ave, this way.
You good?
Alright, well, they're preparing to walk out downtown in order to spread awareness. But let's get back to Dope Boy real quick. Alright, they seem to be around these ladies who is representing the community.
Yeah, I'm getting in your face. Are you guys okay? Here, hold on. I got you guys something. Yeah. But I send that with you guys.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, guys. You guys want to find me on YouTube? It's called Dope Boy Live. We're live right now.
Okay, I'll put it on my notes. I have a YouTube channel.
Alright. It's called Dope Boy then Space Live. Yeah, hell yeah. What's your YouTube channel name?
I don't remember.
Okay, awesome. For sure. You just shout it out, you know they'll follow you. Alright, guys.
Oh, you're recording.
It's live. It's live, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, my IG is Selena.
Okay.
Guys, I make music. Go support your Toronto artists.
Hell yeah.
Alright guys, my name is Rovina. On YouTube, Rovina366.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Alright, guys. Take care. Bye. Nice to meet you. Hi. Alright, which way should let's go down let's go down here.
This is what everybody gotta do. Show some love to people, man.
Let's go down this way.
You gotta show the love, man. Where's the love? It's crazy, man. You see, this is what we gotta do instead of all this rioting and looting, man. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure there's not much looting anymore since most of these protesters try to prevent them. But so far, you know, everything seems to be very calm, the way it's as it's supposed to be. So let's get back to New Jersey real quick. Everybody's walking right now.
Stand together. We the people will stand together. I'm here though.
This is not a battle for black versus white. This is what is right versus what is wrong. We will get the justice that we deserve. United we stand. United we fall. 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 Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
This late now, it's starting to rain right now.
Divided we fall. United we stand. 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 Divided we fall. Let us raise our fist in unity. One hand. United we stand. Divided we fall. United we stand. Divided we fall. United we stand. Divided we fall. United we stand. Divided we fall.
United we stay, divided we fall. Those words you can never forget, man. Remember that. Let's get back to Minnesota real quick. They're continuing a speech right there.
My mom for most of my young life, and I look up to her a lot, and she does a great job, and she always has, advocating for me and educating herself and checking white relatives on their racial insensitivities, and she's taught me a lot. But as a white woman, there are some things that she simply cannot teach me. And although I was surrounded by a very diverse group of people growing up, I found that there really wasn't anyone to teach me, and I did lack black role models, and I'm sure I wasn't the only person here, which is very unfortunate. So the reason I'm here today, and a lot of you are here today, is because it's incredibly important to become the role models you didn't have growing up. And we're doing a great job doing that today, because black children deserve so much better, you guys. They deserve so much more. Okay, they deserve to be afraid of the monsters under their bed instead of those in a uniform. And black children... Black children deserve to see people who look like them accomplishing great things without watching more of their people gunned down. Black children deserve so much more than to wonder if they're next. So that's why we're here today, and that's why we can say with certainty that Black lives matter. Our lives matter.
Yeah, don't hesitate to keep drinking water while we're making our speeches. I know I've been talking a lot today, but I'm going to talk once more. My name is Kulani, and we're all here today because we acknowledge that our law enforcement system is broken, failed, problematic, and has been for the past 400 years. We have a duty to hold power-abusing cops accountable for their actions. However, we have an even bigger duty to criticize the justice system and institutions we live by. It begins by addressing the racial bias that exists and pinpointing the stages leading up to someone losing their life behind bars, or as we have seen a common theme of, at the hand of a police officer. So how can we change the dialogue surrounding police brutality into one that puts weight on a systemic issue? Start at a local level. What is your district police department doing to oppress or uplift the African American community? Are they implementing new rules and regulations to ensure their team isn't racially profiling over the phone, on our roads, or in our courts? Well, as of June 4, aka literally less than 24 hours ago, yesterday, the Senate approved a bill that requires current law enforcement to continue implicit bias training and violence de-escalation in addition to doing mental health screenings annually. Implicit bias means when you subconsciously assume something about someone or something before you even know them. We've all done this before, but frame it as something that disproportionately affects African Americans in all settings. Basically, until yesterday, implicit bias training happened only a couple times in 8-hour increments. But after that, there was no further training. And it wasn't even mandatory across the state. This concerns me and should concern every single person here, sitting down, drinking water, holding signs, because it means we were putting our trust into police departments that we're relying on the bare minimum for training that dictates the type of treatment my family has been receiving and has has been receiving for years and receives today. What's even more frustrating is that this new bill didn't go into effect starting yesterday. It's going into effect in 2022. I just finished my sophomore year, and by the time this bill is active, I will be halfway through my last year of high school. I will be moving on to a better future, but not with the help of this bill yet. We are moving inch by inch in the right direction, but are still so hesitant to fully embrace equity. I encourage you to question why this is, and in the same breath, think about the ways you contribute to this systemic problem. Thank you.
Alright, so there was someone in the crowd who really wanted to come up here and speak, and we promised to give you guys the platform to be able to come up here and speak to everyone. So, I think they're... Yeah, okay, so we'll give them a round of applause.
Very touching speech, man. As always, man, you know what? Anything you do, like, you could help with this protest. And even if you can't, you could at least donate to the family of George Floyd. But let's get to Dope Boy real quick. He seems to be talking to somebody.
You know what I mean? Yeah, did they keep going or did they move a different way?
I don't know. I didn't even know they were protesting, so I just seen a group of people walk by. I think they're going to Southfield. I don't know if they stopped us.
Yeah, for real, man. But what do you think of it, though? What do you think of Black Lives Matter?
Of course.
How about everybody else, though? How about everybody else?
I'm not sure. I can only speak for myself.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Take care, man.
Take care of yourself.
You too, man. All right, let's go, boys. And scientist Brent Caskell in 20 years. Give this man some front teeth. After cat's age. What? Mindy. Hi, Mindy. Yo, that's a sick hat, bro. I have the same one.
Alrighty, well, he was just asking for some opinions. But let's get back to New Jersey real quick. They are blocking the whole street down.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! This is I can't breathe! 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 Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives
Rest in peace to all those who are a victim of police brutality and the racism, pretty much. This is sad, man. But we're not gonna stop till we get what everyone deserves, man. Racism will be over with, and that's final. Let's get to Dope Boy real quick. He's talking to somebody.
I wish it could be longer though, but like yeah, it was cool. But yeah, if you guys want to find me, I'm on YouTube Live. It's called Dope Boy Live.
Okay,
all right guys, bye. Let's go, boys.
Alright, well, it's just a small talk, I guess. Let's get back to Mississippi real quick. We have another speech.
Use your privilege to dismantle the system.
Racism and hate have no place here. Recognize that people in your community have been discriminated against. We and so many other people will never truly understand what it feels like to be discriminated against, marginalized, presented with less opportunities, arrested, jailed, and even killed based on the color of our skin. We will never truly understand, but one thing that our school has taught us is you don't have to be one of to stand with. Channel that privilege into a voice and speak up for those who have been silenced.
We unite to demand change. Here are some points of action. See injustice and reject it. Don't be afraid to call people out for being racist. Cancel white supremacists. Utilize your privilege to help others level the playing field. Make people realize that pro-black is not anti-white. Don't say all lives matter because this is about focus, not exclusion.
I urge you to have uncomfortable conversations about prejudice with non-black people in your life. Initiate these conversations so that race isn't a topic only addressed after a black person has gone prosecuted. Be proactive rather than reactive.
Most of all, realize that this is not about you, but this movement deserves your support. Again, I encourage you to continue informing yourself, educating yourself, and fighting for this movement. Ignorance and inaction are a matter of life and death in today's world. We are only as blind as we want to be, and it's time to acknowledge that. Thank you all for being peaceful with us today. Black Lives Matter today, tomorrow, and always. Not just because it's big right now, because it will continue to be big until we've achieved justice. Enough is enough. Regardless of our ethnic backgrounds, we see you, we hear you, and we stand with you. Thank you.
We gotta get to New Jersey real quick. I think we got another speech or a spokesperson right there.
Shooting her 8 times without a warrant, murdering her in cold blood. How many more people do we have to lose until we say enough is enough? It is our moral obligation to be their voices and to stand and fight against social injustice. Yes, yes, yes. I'm angry. I'm sad. But most of all, I'm tired. I'm tired of being judged by my tattoos. I'm tired of being thought of as just an athlete. I'm tired of burying my brothers and sisters to the murderers who hide behind the shield. Preach on. I'm tired.
You have to get shorter subjects.
I'm tired of being judged,
Get shorter
not by my mind, but by the color of my skin. To those who made an oath to serve and protect, have done a complete injustice for our society. They failed to rascally, and they must be held accountable. Yes. If we can't trust them and look to them for our protection, who can we look to? Yes. We must not give up. We must keep fighting. I'm not a suspect. Keep it up. Keep it up. We must not fight with violence. It's only going to lead to more bloodshed. I'm not a suspect. Instead, we must fight with peace, love, and positivity.
Okay, we lost connection. Let's get back to Mississippi real quick.
I was just trying to cheer up, just seeing everyone, no matter what race, no matter what gender, just everyone coming together and fighting for each other. And I think that is the most beautiful and most important thing that we could ever ask for. So I wanted to take this opportunity, as well as gather here today as a group of youth protesters, to share why it is so incredibly important for us as a youth community to voice our opinions and educate one another. So before the age of 18, kids begin to flourish into young adults and develop their own ideas differently than their peers and especially their parents. Our phase of adolescence is only about 6% of our lives according to the average life expectancy. And that is such a small percentage of time we have to develop our own understanding and perceptions of the world before we are expected to carry out our civil duty of voting. I understand that many of you have already exceeded that point and are now at the age in which you can vote. I am also aware that a good handful of us here today have yet to reach that milestone. I was recently taught that there is a line distinguishing voting as a right versus voting as a privilege. You may soon learn that being able to vote alone is your right, but being able to cast an educated vote is a privilege. Understand that maybe not all, but most of you here today have that privilege. You have the resources, you have the education, and you have the privilege to cast an educated vote. We are the generation that will construct the future leaders, the future law enforcement, and the future lawmakers. So it only makes sense that we belong in this conversation that changes what our future looks like. Because who else is there to tell us otherwise? But before you begin questioning the actions of others and demonstrations of the world, learn to begin to question yourself first. How are you contributing to what is going on around you? But we need to act and start acting soon and educating others. And this right here, everybody here all together right now, this is a great example of that. This particular issue is perhaps one of the most substantive and momentous movements that has persisted through history because we have yet to see a change of the systematic oppression and injustice in our society and the law enforcement institutions. I understand what it is like being a minority living in this nation. I know what it's like to be mistreated, disrespected, looked down upon, and be affected by racism in this country. However, I will never, ever, ever be able to understand and truly understand what it is like to live in a society where my skin color is a determining factor of my life, job, future, and success. And it breaks my heart, it absolutely shatters it, that our black brothers and sisters of our country are living precariously, not knowing what is to come. And during times like this, I have learned to be an even stronger ally and advocate for change in the face of oppression. But in order for our generation to make that change and establish a future in which none of us have to fear for our lives because of the color of our skin, it begins with the small things that we have to teach one another. What can I do to better educate myself? What can I do to better understand the situation? You need to start with yourself and understand that before you start teaching others, before you start helping others, you need to learn to help and love yourself and put that first so that you are able to provide that helping hand when someone needs it. Right. This is a change I want to see from our generation. If you are truly believing in change and you want to rid the systematic racism that has persisted throughout our history, you would utilize your given platform and call out those who are fueling this oppression. Be the change. Start learning. Start educating. It is all up to you. Fuel your motivation as inquisitive young adults, so eager to learn about this world with the passion and the hunger of always wanting more, but for the better. This fight and perseverance through challenges is only small adversity for great triumph in the end, I assure you of that. But we need to accentuate the fact that the ubiquitous strength, numbers, and passion from our youth are felt around this world. We are crying. We are crying for help, pleading for help. We are begging, and we need to captivate the attention of our current leaders to listen. We must be the ones to secure our future, our home, and most importantly, our people. We, the youth, are the catalyst for change. Thank you.
Like always, man, anything you say can really benefit this community and for this awareness. Oh, we got another speech.
Healthcare. He'd like me to say, he's addressing his white classmates from East. Please let everyone know that I'm proud of them because as white people, they have a shield
All right, let's get the dope boy real quick. He seems to be talking to somebody on the ground.
Had some, I would have gave it to you, no problem, man. But how's your day though so far? Like, did you see the protest today? Did you see the protest today?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay. Well, anyways, man, just enjoy the burrito, you know, stay safe, you know, and try to, you know, try your best to get back on your feet. You know, I know it's tough on the streets and stuff, you know, but just keep going, you know. I love you, man, you know, just keep it going, you know. You have a reason every day to be here, you know. So try your best, you know, get back on your feet, man. I appreciate you, man. All right, man, take care. What's up?
You're one of those people that the web thingy?
It's live right now. Yeah, for the Black Lives Matter, yeah.
Oh, just for the Black Lives Matter? Or like
No, for YouTube,
Yeah, I see.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
But yeah, you guys are on right now. It's Dope Boy Live.
That's what's up. Gang.
Yeah, you guys were out in the protest, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys have a sign or something?
Yeah.
Or you got wet? Oh, the mask. Oh, sick. Sick. It ended way too early though, eh?
It's been since 12, I think, so I don't know.
Yeah, I got here a little late, but it ended pretty early though, because of the rain, right?
All right, just to interrupt though. So what happened was he gave out some food to the homeless person. That was mad nice. It was some Chipotle. He gave some Chipotle to the homeless man, and damn, it was very touching. Like obviously, you know, he could tell that homeless man was very distraught though, but he's wishing him good luck, man. Show some love as always. Let's get to New York real quick. There's a crowd of people right now screaming. Okay, they're all just being chill. You know, they're still arguing with the cops though, but let's get back to Mississippi real quick.
3 of them were hired in the last year. There's no
Correction, Minnesota.
for people that look like me. And that starts with changing the education system. Like I said, I'm from Chicago and it's bad there. And it's just overwhelming the amount of work that we have to do. But each and every one of you matters. Kids Hope, I volunteer there because I thought that was the first way that I could try to make a difference for the education system for people that look like me. It's basically a program where you can go and be with a kid who is at risk, basically, and just spend the day with them, read with them, do math with them, do their homework with them, and just having a role model that cares. A lot of people like me, they don't have role models that care, and that's why they end up getting into trouble. So I just plead for all that are asking, where am I at, my next steps, beyond protesting, beyond social media, beyond just standing up. It's helping our education system outside of the East Grand Rapids area, kind of like Robert said. There's a bigger area, it's called Grand Rapids. Now I haven't been here long, but I know that we can make a change if we all band together and try to make that system better. That's all I have to say, and thank you guys.
My name is Tyler, and I'm here to talk about overt and covert white supremacy, because it exists on both levels. Overt white supremacy is socially unacceptable, and covert white supremacy is often socially acceptable. over white supremacy, murdering black people, hate crimes, blackface, any type of racial slur, swastikas, neo-Nazis, burning crosses, any of that. Covert white supremacy is something that you see every day and you might not even call out, or the people around you might not call out. Racial profiling. Not everyone is what they seem. You don't profile someone on their race. Police brutality. Just because of someone's race, police are not allowed to hurt anyone. White silence. If you are not speaking up and you are white, you have taken the side of the oppressor. Saying all lives matter? Of course they do. But the Black Matters are the ones that are in danger and the ones we need to stand up for right now. Denial of white privilege. It exists. It exists in so many parts of our lives. Celebrating Columbus Day and barely celebrating Black History Month, especially in schools. Saying, but what about me if you are white? It doesn't matter. That's not important right now. You aren't the ones who are being discriminated against and being murdered and being charged for crimes you did not commit. Saying you're so articulate, just because they're a different race doesn't mean that they don't know how to speak English. If they were born here, they can... You shouldn't reward someone on being articulate just because of their race. Thank you.
We gotta get the dope boy real quick though. He found a group of protesters right now.
Leading the charge? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, what's going on, guys? Here's the protesters, boys. Yo, what's going on, guys? What's poppin'? Let's see the signs. Let's see the signs. Let's see the signs. Oh yeah. Yeah. Find some, follow the content. I mean, they're just walking, but I mean, it's do you guys want me to follow them? Where are they going? Beware of undercovers. Yeah, there's a lot of undercovers, but I think there's still more people. But yeah, they're walking back to the thing.
Alright, well, while he's thinking about that, let's get to New Jersey real quick. We got another spokesperson there.
There is a cops on the roof.
Here who grew up paycheck to paycheck. You still have a voice. You can make it anywhere in this world. I grew up thinking I was just going to play basketball, man. Now it's the #1 university in the country. Things are possible, man. Anything is possible. And change is definitely possible. So I believe in each and every one of you that things change. So please, remember the name George Floyd. Remember the name Breonna Taylor. Remember the name Philando Castile, who was killed in front of his wife and daughter. Remember Eric Garner. These public killings are nothing but a disgrace. The things that are happening at peaceful protests is a war crime. out here trying to help people and be medics in the streets, and they're being shot by the police. That's a war crime. These are not simple injustices. They are fundamentally wrong. They know it's wrong. And they know it's wrong. And they're going to eat out those few bad apples. Due process. Then there will be no justice. There should be no bad apples. There should be no bad apples. Police the police. Police themselves. Roll them up, roll them up. If you do something wrong, you should be checked. You should be punished. Being fired is not enough. The people that killed Eric Gardner are still living their lives. They are not in prison. The people that killed Breonna Taylor are not in prison. They are not on trial. Nothing has happened to them. Reform. I wanted to be a police officer growing up, man. Then Trayvon Martin got killed, and I realized it's bigger than me. I can't make a change to a system from within. Because these police officers, they protect each other. We cannot. I'm not going to be you long, but as we look around today, the pain of humanity. Every one of you that has walked today, I walk by so many people who don't look like me that are in tears. And the truth is, what you're doing is connecting to our humanity. When you see these videos that occur, your humanity kicks in. All of that goes out of the window of your socioeconomic background, how you were raised, when you grew up. The moment you see videos like this and you are convicted in your soul, your spirit, and it brings you to tears. Yes. That is the humanity that unites people, and that is the humanity that provokes change. So I just want to say real quick here today, because I want to offer some perspective. You see the pain and you feel the pain, and you hear these young brothers out here articulating their pain, but let me give some perspective. Right? Don't worry about the rain. The rain's a beautiful thing. That means we're about to grow to another level. Everything that needs to grow needs water in order for it to grow. So God, thank you for the rain in this moment. So what we need to talk about, I appreciate you, is the pain that you feel. I want to give you some perspective. When Eric Garner was killed, we didn't think we would see something like that again. Let me take it further back. When Rodney King was killed, we didn't think we would see something like that again. When Sean Bell was killed, times. I mean, how many bullets do you need for one, and it's the wrong person? And we never thought we'd see it again. So perspective I want to give to my non-black and non-Hispanic brothers and sisters. Your silence is compliance. If you do not speak, this is not the first time. I'm at a point right now where I've never seen this happen in our country. I've been having conversations over the last week with my white co-workers and people who I associate with, and too often I've been hearing, I didn't know. I wasn't aware. I don't see this. What world are you living in? What world are you living in? Because the truth of the matter is this happens every day. The difference is we're starting to see it now on a global level because it's viral. So we see this day. We see this.
Okay, well, we're losing connection, but let's get to New York. There's a crowd who is speaking on behalf of the other people. They are not happy right now. let's get back to what's it, Minnesota, right? Yeah, Minnesota. There, we got another speech there.
It's the fact that we're able to walk down the street and not look suspicious, so cops don't come and they're threatened by us. White privilege is the fact that we don't have to record the conversations we have with police officers in case the police officers get threatened. White privilege is the fact that when we get pulled over, we do not fear for our lives. It is important to recognize all of these things because a lot of us can be so blindsided to what is truly going on. And me, I think it is so important that everyone knows that we're all equal. I believe everyone here is amazing and capable of so many things, but it's not for us to determine. The law enforcement, the police officers, they need to be on the same page that we're on. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emma, and I know I don't look it, but I am biracial. My mother is white and my father is black. I have been in the car with my dad and in a store when somebody comes to question him. They ask if I'm okay, and obviously I am. He's my father. My brother has gotten pulled over and reported to the police because his music driving home has been too loud. But this is just discrimination, and I don't want to live with this anymore. My family is a safe place. We all love each other. We love everyone. And I think that this needs to end because I don't want to get questioned with my father when he's out. He's helping people. My mother is helping people. My brother is helping people. Nobody is just here to get discriminated. Thank you.
That's crazy. The fact that she was told that she was okay because of her father, man. Like, what? What's up with people, bro? Hold up, wait back.
Two things that I really think are really important right now. First, we have a little bit of history. My favorite constitutional amendment is the 14th Amendment, and that guarantees equal protections of the law for everyone in the United States. This has been a part of the Constitution since 1868, yet we are not all equally protected. East Grand Rapids is a part of this, part of the problem. I love it here, yet we are still, affected by redlining in this district. There are so many systematic racial systems that are put in place to bar people that may not look like me from getting the equal education they deserve. And another thing, it's so important to vote. Vote this November if you can. If you can't, vote at any election. It's so important, not just the presidency, but for local officials like mayors, governors, you know, all these positions that you can vote for. So go and vote right when you turn 18 because it all starts with the voters. It all starts with you. Thank you.
Man, I better hope Trump doesn't win this election, man. And we got another one. Let's continue with this one.
I wanted to talk about an experience that I had the other day. My family is biracial. I am the oldest of 6, and my mom is black, and my dad is white. Just the other day, my 7-year-old brother came up to me crying and screaming, saying that he doesn't want to be killed by officers, and he doesn't want to go outside and feel free. He wants to have the same rights as all his other friends do. My family, we all go to East Grand Rapids, and we see every day how white people are treated differently than us. I'm sorry. And I don't want my siblings to be killed because of something they didn't do or just for living, for walking down the street. I want them to feel like as if they're equal to everybody. I want them to have equal opportunities. And right now, they do not. When I was younger, I remember a very potent memory. My mom coming up to me when I was around 8 years old and giving me a talk about how to talk to police officers and how to stay alive when after talking to a police officer. That really stuck with me. I'm so sorry. And all of these experiences, when I talk to my Black brothers and sisters, they're the same. They're always like, we had this conversation. It wasn't about just respecting the police officers, it was about staying alive. And I think that's really important for everybody to know, that I don't think we should have to be told how to stay alive when the police officers that we should be able to trust are shooting us and killing us.
Oh my god, man, that was just, it's hard to hear, man. Yo, props to her for speaking out. That's insane. But for now, like, you know, we gotta get through this situation together. You know what, we gotta keep going with this, man. But let's get to New Jersey real quick. We got the crowd still talking over there.
Your silence is compliance. If you do not speak, this is not the first time. I'm at a point right now where I've never seen this happen in our country. I've been having conversations over the last week with my white co-workers and people who I associate with, and too often I've been hearing, I didn't know. I wasn't aware. I don't see this. What world are you living in? What world are you living in? Because the truth of the matter is this happens every day. The difference is we're starting to see it now on a global level because it's viral. So we see this day. We see this. Here's the perspective of who are protesting with us today.
It's not the stream, definitely. It's the connection with the streamer himself, the vlogger. I'm pretty sure it's the rain that's crashing the stream, but we're trying to keep going with this.
I don't want to wake up because I know the nightmare. When I open my eyes and I face this American society, it's much scarier than the one that if I stayed asleep and kept dreaming that nightmare.
No, I'm okay.
Pretty peaceful protest, even in New Jersey, man. Usually New Jerseyans are just crazy, but you could tell, like here in Jersey, everyone's really calm about this situation. You don't see a lot of calm people in Jersey nowadays, though. Sometimes there's crazy people, but you know what? Everyone's here in this together, man. It's a small state. Let's get to New York real quick. Everyone seems to be just chilling. Okay, we got somebody speaking, but it's really hard to hear, but we'll see. I can't hear him either. This is hilarious. But alright, well, it looks like we're just gonna have to switch to Minnesota right now. We got another speech coming up.
Organizers, they did all the work, and I think they deserve a round of applause as well.
All right, we're gonna march all together just like we marched here. We're gonna do it back, okay?
It's marching time. Oh, damn. They're gonna be going all over the streets once again. Like I said, this marching doesn't stop, man. This is not gonna stop anytime soon. We don't know how long this is gonna keep going, this whole protest all over America. But damn, they're gonna prepare to march right now. So while they're at it, who do we have? Let's get to New Jersey real quick.
Did he make some comments? Did he make some comments? Your lieutenant? Like just now?
I have no idea.
Did they make some comments just now?
No.
Thank you so much for everything you're doing. The whole board, man. I'm going to
Just to interrupt, guys, just now we got the crew going. They are walking down the street right now. They're continuing their march after that speech they gave out, and we got the whole crowd following. See what's going on now. Alright, well, they seem to be going out. We're barely hearing them though, but they are moving definitely. They're going all over the street. So people living over there, you better watch where you're going. They coming, bro. Let's get back to New York. We got a spokesperson speaking.
No money for the school. If you try, you already know what's up with these motherfuckers that ain't never fixed. Baby, we gonna end this thing right. We're gonna channel aside for once more. I need y'all to say it, scream it loud like you that shit. Because again, we in this together. We gonna change this together. And to all these newscasters, make sure you catch that. Quote it. Because y'all always love changing the We gonna change this. And if we gotta stand outside your Now, please repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. We have nothing to lose but our change. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. We have nothing to lose but our change. That ain't loud enough. I need y'all to get deep in y'all souls. And I need you to scream at me. Stand up. You got to. I feel you got to. Let's go, baby. We international law. We doing this shit right. Never pick up your tab. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. We have nothing to lose but our change. Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. Say, y'all.
Man, I like this guy right there. I really like him, man. He really spoke out of his heart, man. He got everything prepared like everyone's supposed to, man. Like, it's crazy. Yo, we need more people like him to bring out more motivational speech like that. Very motivational, man. We gotta get to. We had to replace our other vlogger with Norbcam right here, who is Washington right now. He's with the protesters, and they are walking down the streets right now.
Racist cops have got to go. 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 Racist cops have got to go.
Yeah, you bring up a good point about the rush on the tubes, 6 foot distancing, not exactly not exactly happening here. I'm glad to see most people, almost everybody's wearing a mask. That's a whole nother issue. Multiple issues going on in this world today.
Yeah, for real though, props to those that are still wearing the mask, because we can't forget the coronavirus is still out there in America, and we can't forget about this pandemic. You guys still have to take precautions, practice social distancing. It may seem like they're not, but they're probably like family members grouping up together.
Love says,
but the point is, we still got to take precautions while you're protesting or marching or whatever you're doing right now.
On YouTube about it. My
Get
oldest
back.
one, who really wanted to be involved, we would not let her go to the Seattle protest. But when we caught wind of this one here in our neighborhood, evaluated, looked at who was organizing it, the plan that was in place, we felt this would be a relatively safe protest to be involved in. Fingers crossed that stays true. That lady's gonna have no voice in about 10 minutes. Yeah, there's got to be a good number of, I don't know, at least 200 or 300 people, just from my rough count. I mean, I think it's important. It's important for people to be able to see this, not just what we see on the news. The ugly, pretty much on this news, all you see is the ugly side of things. Only the worst of the worst. But there's a lot of peaceful protests that happen all over the place that don't get reported. And it is one of our constitutional rights to free assembly and peaceful assembly. And I think it's important for her to, and everybody else who's here, a lot of people from her high school who are part organizing this, it's important for them to see this and understand what it means, and you know, so they can make their own judgment on things. We're definitely living in some surreal times right now. I never thought, even just mere 6 months ago, that we would be wearing masks, parading through our neighborhood streets to protest and bring awareness. To police violence, while at the same time fighting for our lives, to try to not only our own physical lives to stay alive, but economically to be in the state that we are. It's been such a weird time, yet it feels like this has been a time of the greatest division in our country, where right now we need to find ways to be more unified. But with everything that's happened, we're just further divided. We're physically divided by the virus. We're divided on opinions on how we should be handling the way we the way that we deal with this virus, and now with this, I have friends on complete opposite ends of the spectrum on everything that's been going on regarding racism, social inequality, police brutality. People, it's a black and white. People want to make it a black and white issue, but unfortunately, it's not a black and white solution. Unfortunately, the solution is one that's going to take, I think, years of people changing the way they do things, the way they look at things, the way they treat each other. And this is what this is what America is about, is being able to express your feelings on it, whichever side you're on, and for people to think about it. People to think about what maybe change a mindset that they had before, or maybe a mindset that they believe so strongly one way, and maybe there's more ways than one to look at it.
I don't think about things the way you guys don't know me. My husband, and there are things that my husband has gone through that I've seen, and I'm just
Team Triple G, I know we've had our words, we're on different colors when it comes to our teams, but at a time like this, our team colors, our differences, to kind of put those aside, because it's all about trying to find ways we can come together in a time when the world is divided, and there will be a lot of people, a lot of powers out there who want to separate us and make you choose sides. And I don't think it's always fair to be forced to pick a black and white side. Just sometimes there isn't black and white. Sometimes some of one side is right and some of the other side is right. And it's not all or nothing, especially when it comes to finding a solution to the problems at hand.
I knew because that was like, I get it.
But Triple J, I appreciate the support, man. And can only hope and pray that someday we'll get back to a place where things feel somewhat normal.
I feel like
where we can feel some sense of normalcy, where we can feel like people don't have to be afraid.
I need a drink. And so, yeah,
we want people to be able to not be afraid to go out of the house, and that they're physically safe, that you won't be treated unfairly, and that, health-wise, we can go out and feel that there's a sense of, no matter what happens, we'll have the facilities and the infrastructure in place to make sure that we are safe, even if the worst thing should happen. I mean, the police department, the police forces all around the country are there to serve and protect. And I think that for the most part, they do. There's a lot of, I feel bad for the police who now have a target on their back, who have been doing the right thing in their lives. And maybe it's just a handful of bad ones who's spoiled the reputation for others, and it's unfair for them to be lumped into the same group. I know I'd hate to be in uniform and feel like I have to watch my back now because someone else might want to try to retaliate, take it out on me when I haven't done anything wrong.
George Floyd! George Floyd!
Speaking of, we got our King County Sheriff right there.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Very intense moment right there, guys. unfortunately for now, we had to cut the stream short due to, you know, a limited amount of feed we had. I mean, it's pretty much all protest in the end, but overall, this has been crazy. So we're gonna do cooldown and we're gonna end. Alright, well, looks like this is gonna be it for now. We're gonna end it right here, guys. This is what's going on over here. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's another day of Vlog Alive. We'll be back for more, probably either if we got more feed, we'll do tomorrow, or we'll probably be back next week, or probably pretty soon whenever I get the stream going. Peace out, y'all.